Most buildings are designed or conceived with the exterior look first, and then you decide the units around it. We did the opposite, basically, because we're really listening to what the customer wants. This building was conceived from the inside out.
We wanted the perfect floor plan. We wanted that perfect, amazing, seamless floor plan to be surrounded by the perfect lifestyle.
This is an architectural masterpiece. So the space was really conceived for the way people would live.
I'm always thinking about the guests, the way they come in, the way they are going to live there, and we provide them a quality.
Before, we were all concerned about how nice the building looked from the outside without taking into consideration what the outside would do to the inside. Here, we changed that philosophy completely, and I believe it's going to be the next wave of designing residential buildings. You have to think of the person that lives there before you think about how the building looks on the outside.
When you open the door, it's another life. And that is my duty, my responsibility to provide the best welcome back to home every day.
We knew that our buyers wanted to come into this amazing residence and be able to enjoy both views at the same time.
It's a flow-through unit. I look west and I look east, watch the sunrise every morning.
The way they design is very smart. Everybody has a view on the ocean. You have sometimes the transparency between the two sides of the building.
You have the ocean, which is incredible, but you also have the intercoastal and the city lights.
The night skyline and the views at night are spectacular in Sunny Hills.
We came to the conclusion that the residence would not have a balcony anymore, that it will have an extensive terrace.
You want to live outside, so they have these great balconies that are actually large enough to serve as an outdoor living room.
We dedicated 3 full stories, 3 complete floors to amenities.
The amount of space and the design of the amenity levels is, I work on a lot of great projects. This is the best I've ever seen on the beach, for sure.
This building has a very unique characteristic, which is the seamless integration between the amenity areas and the beach and the ocean. There is no boundaries. You can be at the pool or at the beach or at the restaurant. Because we put the parking on the ground, the building seems connected to the ground or is coming out of the ground, and therefore you feel like you're in a resort. Herzog & de Meuron has received the Pritzker Prize of Architecture, which is the highest level prize that an architectural firm can receive. They have an incredible trajectory of past projects that include the Bird's Nest, which is the Olympic Stadium in Beijing, China, the Tate Modern Museum in London. They were the designers of 40 Bond in New York. Even locally here in Miami, they designed 1111 Lincoln Road, and now they are designing the Paris Museum of Art.
This architecture, the choice of the architects is a strong choice.
They understood who the resident, who the buyer was, and they wanted to build around that person.
The geometry is organic. Everything flows. It's about movement. It's about line. It's about texture. It's about being of the earth.
The exterior of the building and the design of the building has a purpose to be that way. The arches change in different ways. Some go up, others are inverted. They frame the view. And when you see a spectacular view, but when that view is framed, it's like framing a picture. Then that view changes. It looks different. It looks more appealing.
We travel all around the world and interview the most important designers, and eventually decided to go to Paris to interview Pierre-Yves Rochon, PYR, who has designed some of the most magnificent hotels in the world, including the Georges V Four Seasons in Paris, the Savoy in London, the Four Seasons in Florence, and so on.
He's able to bring somehow a magic that when you go to any of these hotels,